Hello, Libra. Let's go ahead and get started with your timeless reading. Whenever you see this is exactly when you're supposed to see it. I've been shuffling the Moonology deck, and twice now this card came out. It's Emotions Are Running High, Super Moon. So we did just have that super moon, the blue moon in Pisces just about a week ago. So you could be feeling that, but also we do have the eclipses that are getting ready to start. And if you're very sensitive, you could very well start feeling the eclipse points starting to come towards you. So, emotions will get boiled to the surface. You could have a lot of emotion, a lot of emotion that you've been trying to hold back for a really long time that is boiling to the top, and it's almost like you're going to explode. You could have emotions for someone, or you could just have a lot of emotion. There could be also something to do with your mother. Mother energy is definitely highlighted here for you. But let's go ahead and see what these motions are all about. Spirit, please show me Libra. What does Libra need to know? All right, this one landed face up, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. So I feel like, again, because of all these emotions, I feel like being that we are in Virgo season, you're kind of being asked to pull back. Not only do we have Mercury in retrograde, but we've got Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Uranus, Chiron. Venus just came out of retrograde, so I could be missing something, but you get my drift. Now, whenever we have retrogrades, this is a time for us to reflect, redo, rest, realize, reiterate. Anything that you can in front of. So I feel like for a lot of you, because it is almost your birthday season and we have a lot of planets in your 12th house, this is a time for you to kind of pull back your energy, really go within, being that Virgo is your 12th house. It's asking you to retreat, rest. It's, and I feel like because of the deep emotions that you're feeling right now, I genuinely feel like it's hard for you to process them, especially because being that you are an air sign, emotions is kind of like a no-no zone for my air signs, right? It's like a lot of the time, my air signs don't really like to delve into emotion because they'd rather like think their way through things and use their logic. Whereas, you don't get to do that. So this could be like uncharted territory for my Libras. I'm definitely getting a moon vibe because even in this card, we have the moon here in the background. So, we're going from that super full moon that we just had and that blue moon to we have a new moon in Virgo that is coming up. And then we, in just a few weeks time, we've got that new moon in Libra as well. So I feel like you're trying to replenish your energy, maybe even trying to get grounded. Drinking lots more water is going to be really good. Maybe jumping into the ocean, Libra. Yeah, you're going through a major transformation. I do think things have been like kind of falling down around you a little bit, especially if you haven't been grounded. I do feel like for a lot of you, you feel like time has run out, okay? Because we do have the, what is that? The, what are those called? Oh God, put it in the description box. It'll come to me in a minute. But what I'm seeing is there's been a realization, okay? And I feel like this is life-changing. Whenever I see the Tower card, listen, if things came crumbling down for you in the past, it's because things were not built on a solid foundation, okay? And time ran out. All right. And so what happens is the Tower comes in and it brings in a major transformation. And if you were not willing to get rid of something or let something go, especially with a full moons are about endings, completions, finalizations. With that said, hourglass. Thank you, Spirit. They just told me hourglass. Kind of off topic, but, if you feel like things are falling down around you, it's so that things can get built on a solid foundation. You cannot build a castle in the sky. It's just not going to work. You can't live in it, right? Because it's going to fall. So, it's like you have to build things with a solid foundation. And I think that there's also a liberation to this, even though it may feel uncomfortable. Now we've got the Chariot here. So this is about willpower, victory, and recognition. So I do feel like Libra's lives are transforming, but for the best. I think that this is about moving forward. This is about victory. It's about success. It's about needing to balance the chariot. But remember earlier when I was talking about building castles in the sky? That's not going to work. Okay. We have to get grounded. So I feel like for a lot of you, again, it's time for you to get grounded. It's time for you to put the chariot back on the ground. I feel like there's a lot of things still kind of up in the air for you, but I do feel like you are being carried by the divine spirit. For some of you, be careful of car accidents. Maybe for some of you, maybe you end up having car trouble, okay? I don't like the transformation next to the chariot. You could end up, with some type of car trouble or, be mindful of accidents. I would say, be really watchful for, cars around you because you never know what transits they're experiencing. But I am getting that. For some of you with transformation and chariot, maybe you work in an auto body, so you could end up finding yourself a lot busier because we do have the Mercury retrograde, and that does tend to create more accidents and stuff, okay, or car troubles, anything to do with vehicles, technology, computers, all of those things. So do keep that in mind. But, all in all, I feel like for a lot of you, you are able to overcome whatever has come crashing down for you. I feel like you are wanting to move forward, Libra, but I feel like then there is a lot of willpower and determination. And look at that. We've got the 6 of air. So this is about moving forward. This is about moving into calmer waters. And it's a relief because you're able to move on, able to move on from whatever that tower was, whatever those tower moments were. What do we got at the bottom of the deck? Yeah, wise counsel. This is about belonging, learning, and traditions, okay? Whenever I see wise counsel, this could be also about, this is usually like God universe showing up in your reading, okay? So you've been really having to learn a lot of lessons. Whenever I see the Hierophant here, it's about learning lessons. For some of you, maybe you are dealing with a hierarchy of sorts. It could be a company above yours that you have to answer to, or for some of you, it could also be some type of legal issues. And for those of you who have been into a car accident, maybe you need to get a hold of your insurance company. For some of you, you are dealing with insurance companies. Maybe you decided to drop one and you're picking up another insurance company. I don't know why I'm getting that, but maybe for some of you, you need to look at your insurance companies. And maybe that's not even just for, the car insurance. Maybe it's your life insurance, or it's your, homeowners insurance, making sure that you're covered as well. I do feel like those things are going to come to the forefront, Libra, for you. This is also, like I was talking about earlier, learning lessons. If things came crashing down, you have a better understanding of why, even though it could have hurt you very deeply. Maybe for some of you with the Hierophant here, it says wise counsel. This is a divorce. This is some type of a breakup, but this is because maybe for some of you, the chariot was stalled. Maybe it was because again, earlier you were building castles in the sky and you weren't grounded like you should. So I do feel like there is going to be some relief. I do see you guys moving on, but I see a lot of hope here. With the 6 of air, I see hope, like that I can make it to the finish line. And it's kind of funny if you look at it like the way I see it is it's like going from this dark place where the light is starting to come out. Okay. And now you're seeing the light. It's like, it's the light of day now. So, I am getting that, too with you guys. I do feel like this is emotional transformation. I get that very strongly, emotional transformation. And this is, what I would say, honestly, Libra, is allow yourself to cry. Okay. Allow yourself to cry. Tears are replenishing. Okay. And they help wash away a lot of the sadness of what it is that we have lost. I think a lot of the time, again, my air signs, tears are foreign to them. It's like alien territory. And I feel, you guys try to really, think logically about things. A lot of you guys are constantly overthinking, overanalyzing. You don't actually just move towards your target. It's like you're split. You know, if you don't keep this chariot, you know, and hold on to those reins, those horses could go off in different directions. And it's like your heart on one side and your mind on the other, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And you're needing to, you know, really rein them in. And that way you can go into a direction, okay, and form that direction. But I feel like for a lot of you, you need to go back towards the past in order to be able to move forward towards the future. See how that boat is moving forward and the chariot is moving back towards, and it's like, did I run out of time? Is there enough time left? And I feel like for a lot of you, it's almost like you're being saved, like you're being guided by your angels. And like I said, having the Hierophant or wise counsel here, I do feel that, you know, you are being guided by your higher self, by the higher realms. Now, also, when I look at wise counsel, I feel like for some of you, maybe you did get some type of counsel from, it could be, you know, because it says emotions, maybe it was about, you know, getting some type of advice from maybe a mentor, somebody that you looked up to. Usually the Hierophant is like an older male figure in the original Rider-Waite Tarot and a lot of other decks. And maybe for some of you, you are needing to ask your guides and your angels to help guide you, because I do see that here with the angel. And if you are willing to ask your guides and angels, like, hey, help, you know, please, I need you guys to guide me in the right direction. It's almost like they're going to catch you in the nick of time, because we do see that angel who is guiding that individual away from that tower before the lightning strikes. So it's like, you know, just in the nick of time. I keep getting just in the nick of time. It's like, you know, sometimes we only get certain opportunities. They only come around once in a blue moon, okay? Because we did just have that blue moon. And it's like, I feel like with the retrogrades, as they go forward, it creates a catastrophe, right? And then, so that's a one time over. So that's like pre-shadow. And then it goes into retrograde, right? And so it's an opportunity for you to go back, rethink, reiterate, redo, rest, realize. And then when it goes direct, which is post-shadow, it has to go back over whatever it was created and whatever catastrophes, right? With the transformation card, whatever catastrophes came through, it was to get you to learn a lesson and to maybe make a different decision. So now when the planets move direct, it's like, you know, when the planets are retrograde, it's like, what do I need to go back and retrieve so that I can move forward? Maybe that is some type of information that maybe I wasn't aware of, you know, because again, Mercury is in retrograde. So it can be information. If you're always using your right brain during a retrograde, you will be using your left brain and vice versa, right? So again, you're going to have to go backwards towards whatever needed to transform, because I feel like something needed to transform, and that is what you are learning the lesson about. And whatever needed to transform has everything to do with your emotions. Maybe for some of you, it's a transformation of your belief system, because, you know, maybe you were taught a certain way. Maybe you were taught a certain belief. You know, the Hierophant is about religious beliefs, and maybe it's time for you to like rethink that, reevaluate. And in order for you to do that, you needed to retreat. You needed to go within in order for you to come back out and go, maybe I shouldn't be so dogmatic about that belief system or that tradition, or, you know, whatever it was that I was taught by my upbringing, right? By my family, you know, my father, my mother is what I'm, you know, so, do ask your guides and angels for their advice, you know, instead of relying so much on humans, because I've got a major angel vibe here. And at the end of the day, you are the person who makes the final decision, whatever that decision is. And maybe for some of you, it's being alone, because I see one man on that boat, you know, one man. In the original Rider-Waite Tarot, it is three people. It's a man, a woman, and a child on the boat. And maybe for some of you, you know, the boat is like trying to sail fill you in to, you know, help you find other people that can also help you along the way. So Spirit, please show me Libra's love life. What does Libra need to know about their love life? Spirit, please show me Libra's love life. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Spirit, please show me your Libra's love life. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I did get that wise counsel where you are asking for some type of advice. And let's get one more card for Libra on their love life. What do we got? Yeah, codependency. Addictions are affecting your love life. And bottom of the deck, you got you deserve love. You are lovable. So Libra, what I get from this, because I'm seeing this, you know, when I look at the getting to know each other, and then right above it is the Tower, and right above that is the Hierophant. I feel for a lot of you, you know, because the Hierophant is about commitments. And, you know, maybe for some of you, you found out that someone here wanted a commitment and you weren't quite ready for that. And so the reason being is because, you needed to know your worth. Okay. I feel like you needed to know your worth. I feel like for a lot of you, there could also be like some type of self-worth issues because of things that have happened in the past. Maybe you didn't feel like, you know, you were enough to be loved. Okay. Is what I'm hearing. Right underneath that, I do see new love. There was a type of a new love that came into your life. And I feel like this relationship could have been moving very quickly. There was a lot of emotions here, but I've got right underneath the Chariot that to let your friends help you. And I do feel like for a lot of you, maybe you did get some type of advice from friends. Okay. There definitely could have been third parties because I am getting that here. There's a lot of different people. See 1, 2, 3. And then you've got, you know, this lady with this lady. And then we've got the child. And then we've got, you know, things going on in the background. So there very well could have been, you know, some type of advice that came in. And I feel like for some of you, I almost want to go back to, you know, be careful when we get advice from friends. Okay? Be careful when we get advice from friends because I've always had this motto, when you're falling in love, don't tell anybody. You know what I mean? Like when you're getting ready to make the biggest moves of your life, it's important for you to kind of keep some things to yourself. Because not everybody, you know, even though they want to give you advice, the advice can be confusing, especially for a Libra who already has tough decisions or tough enough time making decisions that too many cooks in the kitchen can really confuse a Libra. And so they can be split, okay? They can definitely be split, especially when I see this writing underneath here. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And so because I don't know what to do, I'm not going to make a decision. And then what happens is when we don't make a decision, the universe comes in and makes the decision for you and says, okay, Libra, time is up. You know, and maybe that's the lesson. The time is up. Okay. And so a lot of the time, you know, I can see my Libras who are always sitting on the fence about making a decision. And so it can also be a toxic addiction. And so then you end up longing and yearning for what it was that you didn't get. And maybe for some of you, if you know, if this is a love relationship, which is what I'm pulling on, you know, the codependency might be on your friends to make those decisions for you so that you don't have to. And again, it doesn't mean that they're trying to, but they can actually make the wrong decisions for you. Libra, you are looking for someone who is a best friend to you, somebody who understands you on a deeper soul level as well. Your reading is actually going way over than what I expected. So Libras, what do we got here? Bond, connection, and letting go. Because of obstacles, okay? Yep, here it is. I feel like there was someone here that there was a lot of obstacles, okay, in this relationship. And obstacles are not always bad, but when I have the Tower here and you have the Hierophant here, I feel like there was a lot of lessons for Libra to have to learn when it comes to relationships and when it comes to the obstacles of the relationships. So because of that, the Tower, right underneath the Tower, we've got letting go. Okay, so because of the obstacles, someone here let go. And sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. That's sitting right underneath the transformation card. This one talks about divine timing. And then what do we have here? The hourglass. Like I was saying earlier, time is up, Libra. Time is up. And so, you know, and there was a really strong bond in a connection. And I feel like for some of you, you had to let go to realize what it was that you were losing, or someone here had to let go of you in order for you to realize what you had lost, okay? Getting that very, very strongly. But it says with the connection, your connection is eternal and unbreakable. And then we've got bond. A love bond grows stronger over time. I feel like someone here, someone is moving on, but someone here is not wanting to let go. I feel like, you know, it's either you or this person feels such a strong connection. Someone here who let go, there's such a strong attraction here, but it can actually be an addiction, okay? It could be very addictive. And I feel like it just grows stronger and stronger and stronger. It's almost like someone here likes the chase. It's the runner-chaser dynamic. One person's running one way and the other person's running the other. Huh. Definitely there has been some obstacles, and that is also put in by this wise counsel. Wise counsel is about obstacles, okay? And so the universe kind of puts obstacles in front of us just to see how we're going to, you know, go through the experience and move through these experiences. It doesn't mean it's a no. Sometimes it's a not right now. But again, if one of your lessons in this lifetime is to learn how to make a decision before time runs out, my suggestion is to do so. Anyway, Libra, I love you guys all so much. That ran way longer than I wanted it to, but there was a lot of messages in here, and I think it's because you guys do have those eclipses that are getting ready to come up. North Node in your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, one-on-ones, BFFs, roommates, people that you spend the most of your one-on-one time with. North Node is where you are to go, which is about making decisions and moving on, Libra. South Node is in Libra, where it's about, you know, oh, well, I gotta, you know, maybe you don't get to do that shit anymore, okay? You gotta make a decision, and you gotta run towards it, and you gotta make them quick. Otherwise, time runs out, and then you're the one who misses out, and then you're going to have to overcome those emotions and, yeah, make a decision, man. All right, guys, check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. If this does not resonate, check out your other signs and feel free to cross-watch for the people that you're working with. Anyway, love you all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.